City speech, my remarks will be brief, but just give you an idea of where we've been, where we're heading with the city. In fact, things have been so hectic and busy the past year, and it's shaping up to be a busy year ahead. Things were so hectic last year on a professional and personal notes that the State of the City speech was not given. The sad part about that, no one noticed. There's no question that the city is on the upswing. We must be ready and positioned to make the most of our good economic news. We have been focusing on community needs, which equates to infrastructure improvement and or replacement, and continued focus on improving our neighborhoods and improved housing offerings and promoting home ownership. In the coming year, we will start a $6 million upgrade of our water filtration plant. $3 million of that cost will be an outright grant. The balance is a no-interest loan. We will see the milling and repaving of Main Street, from the Main Street Bridge to Route 36, which is being done by the state of New York for the most part. We do have a local share. We will also be replacing the Canasteel Street Bridge. The work is being planned and underway, and through the state of New York, we'll be replacing the Canasteel Street Bridge, I believe in 2018, at no cost to the city. The planning will begin to replace the Seneca Street Bridge and the Chauncey Run Bridge on East Main Street, which is part of the Bridge New York program, which will mean 2 bridge replacements with only 5% local share. I give much credit to Mitch Cornish and his men in the Department of Public Works and the staff who aggressively pursued that funding source. We also be actively pursuing a new Bridge New York application to attack the whole bridge, such as South Division Street Bridge and the Church Street Bridge. And with that being a community that has probably the most bridges than anyone in Steuben County, that will, if we're successful, will have completed the total rehabilitation of all our bridges within our community. With that too, on the housing front, Lincoln Gardens will officially open in March of this year, bringing another affordable housing offering to those 55 years and older in a historic redevelopment and adaptive reuse of the old Lincoln School. Recently had the pleasure of going down and walking through to see, to get an update on what was going on. Those units are absolutely beautiful. They took great pride in the historic preservation and reused much of the woodwork that was in the old Lincoln School and really preserved probably 90% of the hardwood floors in those units. They will consist of 25 apartment units, 22 will be 1-bedroom units, 2 will be 2-bedroom units, and 1 will be special needs. It's a great project for a great neighborhood. This spring, we'll break ground for a new 60-unit market rate apartment complex in Shawmut Park, which is greatly needed to house present and future residents of our city. As you're aware, the city commissioned a housing study which drastically outlined the need for market rate living units within our community. The project will be a major effort in meeting this project, the Reedman Corporation project, will go a long way to address some of the needs on that front. We're also talking with potential developers who may be interested in doing adapted reuse, historic preservation of the old Marion Rohr building on West Main Street, which would be a great project that currently is in the planning stages, and we're doing our due diligence on funding sources for that particular project. I have not witnessed this level of interest in our community in my 3 decades as leader of this community. There is widespread interest in commercial and residential development, which have tremendous impact on our economy and our employment base. There will be much more to report, and as these plans and projects reach maturity. Financially, the city is stable, and as of March 31st, 2016, we carry a fund balance of about $2.2 million. We continue to do more with less and take very seriously our role to provide top-notch services as effectively and efficiently as possible. To that end, the city was just named the third most affordable community to live in New York State. We have consistently been in the top 5 the past 3 years running according to Smart Assets Affordability Index. The city will begin its zombie property management program as soon as our program is approved and funded by the state of New York. Will help us manage and to prevent properties that are in foreclosure or individuals who are in danger of foreclosure from meeting the demise of another vacant property within our neighborhoods. We also will be working with Steuben County on the new land bank, which this city and was very instrumental in pushing at the county level. It has been approved by the Empire State Development. Just waiting an award of funding to begin the land bank. And the land bank is a tool which many communities have used throughout the state, where they form a separate corporation, and that corporation, based on seed money given to them through settlements with the banks from the mortgage crisis, go out and buy and fix up properties for first-time home buyers, or demolish properties and make the adjacent lots available for sale for homeowners. But it's a tool to clean up neighborhoods, and also eventually by buying and reselling properties, it also acts as a continual funding. They recycle the funds. But we're very interested in getting involved and making this land bank work for our community, not only ours, but others throughout Steuben County. We also will continue to promote housing rehab programs, and I plan to aggressively restart and promote our first-time home buyers program to aid those who are currently rent into making home ownership affordable for them. We hope to develop a program. We had one in the past, and it was successful. We kind of refocused in one direction, and we're going to refocus again on home ownership. With ownership becomes pride in ownership, and that builds strong communities and strong neighborhoods. I do not know what the future holds for me as far as any role in government. But and this is, I guess, a message to the community, and I guess to the members of the Common Council. But I do know we live in very divisive times. Many people are frightened and polarized in their views. There is stagnation and failure to move forward in a positive manner. Because we have become politically paralyzed due to partisanship and different views, we have always, but we here at the city, this body, this group, we have always avoided political fights and partisan ideology here in Hornell, and I think the results of that have been remarkable. It shows. There hasn't been paralysis. There hasn't been ideological bickering. There hasn't been any personal agendas or axes to grind. The one focus has been on the people of this community and the city of Hornell. I think when we work together for the benefit of our community and its people, we will continue to follow the path of good government. And good government is the government of the people and for the people and by the people. And if we keep that in mind and focus, whoever is here, whoever is in this room, and focus on the people in our community. And it's got to be about community, it's got to be about people. It can't be about yourself. And we need to follow that model. Motto should be Hornell's people, and we work for and serve and pledge that politics will not poison the pond that we work, live, and play in. We will rise up and continue the progress we have made, as we have one goal, and that goal is to make Cornell the best it can be. Thank you for working with me, and hopefully there's many good things and